7.0 quake rattles Northern California, prompting a brief tsunami warning. The epicenter was in remote spot offshore. So the earthquake, while powerful, caused limited damage. A tsunami warning following an offshore earthquake on Thursday brought spectators to a bluff high above the Pacific Ocean in San Francisco. Credit: Lauren Elliott for The New York Times by Amy Graff. Sean Hubler and Thomas Fuller. Amy Graff and Thomas Fuller reported from San Francisco and Sean Hubler from Sacramento. December 5, 2024. Updated 7:58 p.m. ET. Lear and Española. A powerful earthquake struck 30 miles off the California coast on Thursday morning, prompting emergency tsunami alerts to buzz on more than 500,000 cell phones and sending cans and bottles crashing to the floors of grocery stores in the rural communities closest to the epicenter. Yet despite the earthquake's intensity, a magnitude of 7.0, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, the shaking caused little damage because of its remote epicenter in the Pacific Ocean, 200 miles north of San Francisco Bay. The tsunami warnings were cancelled about an hour after they were issued. In Petrolia, southeast of the quake's epicenter, Margaret Cook, 73, a clerk at the Petrolia General Store, said it was one of the largest earthquakes she had experienced in the 53 years she has spent in the remote Northern California community. "It just started rolling real slow and got bigger and bigger and then hit," she said. "And it hit real hard. I just kind of stood there and watched my refrigerator walk across my kitchen floor." At one point, more than 10,000 customers had lost power in Humboldt County, according to the site poweroutage.us. More than a dozen aftershocks struck after the initial quake, all off the Northern California coast. Items were knocked off the shelves at Hobie's Market and Deli in Scotia, Calif. Credit: Alexandra Hutnik for The New York Times. It has been more than 3 decades since California has suffered a catastrophic earthquake, a period of seismic silence that scientists say will inevitably be shattered by what Californians warily call the Big One. The last major damaging quake in Northern California, in 1989, had a magnitude of 6.9 and left 63 people dead and more than 3,700 people injured. In Southern California, an earthquake in the Northridge neighborhood of Los Angeles in 1994 left 60 people dead, about 7,000 injured and more than 40,000 buildings damaged. Thursday's earthquake struck at 10:44 a.m. Pacific Time in an area that seismologists call the Mendocino Triple Junction, a tectonic meeting point of 3 major plates. The interaction of the plates causes a large number of earthquakes, according to Lucy Jones, the former head of natural hazards research at the U.S. Geological Survey. An earthquake with similar force would have been devastating on the faults that run under highly populated areas of California, such as the Hayward Fault that runs through Berkeley, Oakland and many other cities just east of San Francisco, Dr. Jones said. The tectonic rupture that caused Thursday's earthquake was almost purely horizontal, meaning that 2 faults had slid past each other. Scientists call this kind of earthquake a strike slip, and it is unlikely to cause major tsunamis. That raised questions about why warnings were sent telling residents they were in danger and should move to high ground. Christine Goulet, the director of the U.S. Geological Survey's Earthquake Science Center, said in an interview that the area where the earthquake struck is unpredictable,